Okay, so welcome to the NS podcast. Today we're going to be talking about opioid and the opioid crisis. I have someone to interview here. He goes by the name of Crackhead Jim. He's been addicted to opioids he was addicted for about 3 years and now he's off of them. And yeah, I'm going to let him tell a story in a second. But if you don't already know, over 29% of patients that were prescribed opioids then got addicted to them, and out of those 29%, 12% of those um, people prescribed opioids made the transition to heroin. And then from heroin, they transitioned to other hardcore drugs and basically became crackheads. And in New Mexico, which is the state that I live in, over 130 deaths were recorded just last year in 2018. And that's just off of opioids, not even off the other drugs. And yeah, so I'm gonna let Crackhead Jim tell the story. How's it going?
Hello guys, my name is Crackhead Jimmy. Um, I got this name about 3 years ago from my friends. They gave it to me because I got a broken leg because I got in a car accident. My doctor prescribed me painkillers, about 90 of them. Well, I started taking them over
Hmm.
than I was supposed to. Well, I ran out of painkillers, so then I lied to my doctor saying that I didn't have any more painkillers. He gave me more, and then he found out I was lying, so then I was then hooked on these opioids. So then I tried going to Suboxone, which is a free clinic, but then that just made me more addicted. So then I just stopped. I went to a therapist, to rehab, and now I've been clean for 2 years. Have a family, have a house, have two kids, and living life great.
So you would say that it's been an inspirational process.
Yeah, opioids has changed my life for the good and the bad.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for appearing here on the podcast.
Thank you, sir.
And is there anything you'd like to say to the people out there about opioids or anything like that?
Please do.
All right, welcome back, guys, to the NS podcast. We just got done interviewing Crackhead Jim, and now I'm gonna give you some more information about the opioid crisis. And I also have a surprise guest that's going to be speaking, or I'm going to be interviewing, just to, give more insight about the epidemic and how it affects the lives, just and everybody. So, the epidemic really started mid to late 90s when people, started getting their hands on different opioids like oxycodone and oxycontin. And then in the early 2000s, they started pressing it with different things, trying to make a profit, started selling it, and more people started to get prescribed these opioids. And then really, phase two in 2000, starting like 2013, people started pressing their opioids with fentanyl, which is really strong, and the overdoses started to skyrocket. And now is leading to phase three, which is present, which is right now. And now the overdoses are at record numbers, and people being prescribed them are getting addicted. Dealers are pressing them more than ever, and it's just really ugly. Families are being hurt, communities are being destroyed, and yeah, so it's just a crazy time and event right now. And here I have crackhead Vespucia, and she's going to tell her story, just like crackhead Jim did, and kind of just give you insight about her life and her struggle and how opioids played a part in her life. So, hi Vespucia, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Vespucia.
So, tell me about how your life before opioids.
My life before opioids was it was great. I had a great life. I decided I wanted to attend clown college. It was just a dream of mine. But I was walking the tightrope one day and fell off, and I was prescribed some pain medication, and my life changed forever after that. I became addicted to opioids, and I had to quit going to school. I lost my job as a barista at Starbucks, and then I was like, I still gotta pay my bills, So I started selling them, and I it was great, illegal, of course, but
And how much money were you bringing in on these opioids? And were you pressing them, or were you just selling straight your prescription medication?
a little bit of both, yeah, and I was making a lot more than I was making at Starbucks. Let me just say that. But yeah, kind of meet a lot of not so great people, and eventually I decided that I hit rock bottom, and that is when I found the Lord, and my life it was really hard, and so I started going to therapy, and sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. I can understand this is a very tough time in your life, and this is exactly what they need to hear. They hear the emotion and how it affected you.
So started going to therapy, realized that there was a lot of issues in my childhood and growing in my upbringing, and that maybe clown college wasn't the best, and then who the real clown is, and it got better. I'm a year sober, and the world's a lot clearer now.
So, how did you get sober? Like, explain the process of that. Did you go to meetings, or did you just kind of say you're done with it, or?
I started going to meetings, and I like I said, I found the Lord. Started going to church, and I had a great support system. Found new friends, my family, my dog, and I decided that almost living on the streets, and on the could die, probably isn't the best. So I just
Understandable.
I kind of just woke up one day. It was a long process, and I just got back up and kept going, and I'm going back to clown college though. So.
Oh, so you're gonna go back to clown college and become, further your career and achieve your dream?
Yeah, feel it, like continue my dream in the art of clownery. So yeah, yes. So my life's got Jesus with me.
This is very good, Vespucia, and I wish you the best of luck.
The circus is in February if you want to come.
Is there any thing you want to say to any young people that might be going through this process, just like you are, but today?
Don't give up on yourself. You got this. And opioids are not the answer.
All right. Well, thank you, Vespucia. And yeah, you should probably go get your dog. And we'll see you next time on the next podcast.